adventurers once again to the shadows of Barovia. Unfortunately, this week we will not have a game due to personal engagements that many of the players had months in advance planned. So, I decided to take this week to do a short video to recap the last few episodes of play, episodes 1 through 3 of Shadows of Barovia. Our party began the first episode in the town of Barovia, having just defeated the zombie menace that threatened the town. Going to speak with Ismark's younger sister, Irina, they learned that Irina was the target of Strahd's desire, and that he would stop at nothing to attain her, though she did not know the reason why. The party asked that she travel with them at the request of Ismark, but she refused until they buried her father's body in the graveyard at the church at the north end of town, sitting at the very foot of the pillar stone that supported the dread Castle Ravenloft. This proved to be more dangerous than they realized, as the priests in the temple's son had been cursed with vampirism by Strahd, drawn to fight against the vampire alongside many other villagers by a mysterious wizard who had appeared in Barovia a year before. Who this wizard was and what had become of him, no one knew, though the Vistani believed that he had been killed by Strahd and cast from the pillar stone into the waters of the river Ivlis 1,000 feet below. But no body was ever found. Nevertheless, Doru, the priest's son, was cursed in the form of a vampire spawn, and it was determined by the goblin paladin Grimbold that the only cure was the sleep of death. However, the warlock refused to enter into the crypt to deal with the vampire, leaving the party without their healer for the combat. This proved to be a poor decision, as the party moved to do last rites for both Irina's father and Doru's corpse, Strahd himself appeared before the party. Displeased both at the destruction of one of his minions and with their attempted theft of Irina, Strahd engaged them in a very one-sided combat. Using magics far beyond their comprehension, Strahd froze the very flow of time, and soon had the entire party knocked out, but was unable to acquire Irina, for the Church of Ravenloft was still hallowed ground. Upon awaking, the party decided it was time to leave the town of Barovia and put some distance between themselves and the Castle Ravenloft. Along the road to the city of Valakai, the party encountered the windmill known as Old Bone Grinder, whose deed they had acquired from the Durst House, the haunted house that they had first stumbled upon when entering Barovia. Entering the windmill intent on dispersing squatters and claiming it for themselves with deed in hand, they instead stumbled upon a coven of night hags, and had to fight them to free children who had been imprisoned to be turned into dark, corrupt, vile pastries. The barbarian Terror ate one of those pastries and was thrown into a stupor for the first few rounds of combat, and surreptitiously snuck one into his pouch for use later once they arrived in the town of Valakai. After nearly killing the children who had been captured by the hags and setting the windmill ablaze, the party wandered beleaguered into the town of Valakai. There they made their way to the Blue Water Inn, and to the mysterious owners of that inn, a family of strange, raven-obsessed humans. From there, the party was told to investigate several things, including the Church of the Morning Lord, which in turn led them to the theft of the bones of Saint Andrel. Upon retrieving them, the party split, one group going to return the bones to the church where they had left Irina in care of the priest, only to find that Irina had had a strange vision and mysteriously left, leaving the party behind. Meanwhile, the two left, remaining at the location where the bones had been taken, the home of the coffin maker of Valakai, once again ran into Strahd, intent on punishing them once again. From there, after rejoining each other, the party had to run out of Valakai, hot on the heels of the itinerant Irina, who was traveling south towards an unknown location. As night fell, the party stumbled upon the ruins of the town of Berez, and a mysterious figure in a circle of stones, beckoning them to approach, lest they draw the attention of the hag who lived across the river in the ruins.